my name is Chris, and thank you so much for joining me today at Haywood Homestead. I hope all of you are doing well. Today we will be looking at our budget for the month of January. Today is the 2nd, and so let's go ahead and get started. All right, so to save time, I've went ahead and filled out all of our categories where we'll put amounts and items underneath each one. And then I've went ahead and made actual areas. So at the end of January, we'll come back and we'll put the actual amounts versus what has been projected at the beginning of the month. So let's go ahead and get started. So for January, we're projecting to receive, let's see, I'm gonna turn this sideways. It's hard for me to write when the paper is vertical like this. I have to kind of slant it. So I hope y'all can see this okay. All right, so for income, we're projecting, and the light isn't the best either. I do apologize for that. So $4,364. Okay, coming down to expenses. So first and foremost is our mortgage. Our mortgage payment for this month is, which we've already paid because today's the 2nd and it's due on the 1st, is, let's see here, $1,461. Rent is next. We are still living with family next door because our house is not completely ready for us to move in yet. We are now waiting for the electricity to be turned on. Once that is done, we're having an underground power line put in. But once that is done, we can get what's called a certificate of occupancy that the builder presents, and then the bank will wrap up everything on their end. And hopefully within maybe a week or so, we can start moving in. The power connection is supposed to be done by the 9th. So we are super close to being finished with everything. And we're so excited to be able to move into our new home. All right, so try not to be too chatty here because we have a lot to cover here. So rent, again, we're living with family because we're not yet moved, is $1,000. This is a couple $100 more than what we were giving our family. We're giving them a little extra, though, so that they can have a little more once we move out of our bedroom here. They do want to replace some of the flooring through their house, as well as some other things. And it's just an extra thanks from us to be able to do what they need to do. So rent is $1,000. Electric bill has already come in, actually, and it's only $49. This will go up once the electricity is turned on because this is just usage from a temporary electric pole. All right, so car insurance is next. If you saw my December 2022 budget wrap-up video, I mentioned in that video that we switched from Geico to Allstate, and we saved a bunch of money. Our premium with Allstate is going to be $165. Geico was going to have us paying $270 something a month. And in fact, for this month, we're only going to be paying $42 on our car insurance, just as a special new customer thing. And I think it also has to deal with Allstate has a feature called DriveWise, which monitors your driving habits, and we used that for a little while. I turned it off because I was kind of uncomfortable with it, but I'll probably go back to it because it did save us some money. So from $165 to $42, our bill dropped $123. I doubt that we'll get the same amount each month because the next premium for February is supposed to be $165, but that was nice to have a break this month. So $42 for car insurance. Gas, we are going to budget $400. Gas has gone down in our area. I'm not sure if $400 will cut it, though. We spent almost 500 and, let's see, last month we spent, yeah, right at $550 for gas. So this may be really pushing it. I might end up having to up that later on. All right, T-Mobile is our cell phone carrier. And this is $121. Next is storage units. Since we're not moved yet, we are still having to rent these units for, hopefully this is the last month. These are $256. And then Apple storage is $3. So many of our expense list has really dropped significantly from last month because we used to have HBO on here. Let's see, life insurance, Canva, and Amazon Prime. We paid all of these in full from our savings account, and we are starting to do sinking funds for them this year. And then this medical bill we paid that off as well. So we really cut our expense list down to just these. So we're really happy about that. So let's add all these up and see how much expenses we have. So mortgage, $1,461, plus rent, $1,000, plus electric, $49, plus car insurance, $42, $400 for gas, $121 for T-Mobile, $256 for storage units, and $3 for Apple storage is, let's see, $3,332. All right, coming down to cash envelopes. So with this budget outlook going forward through this year, we will have more categories to look at because the way our budget is changing a little bit. Our cash envelopes are going to consist of Amanda's cash allowance for the month is, let's see, $60. I am also starting a spending envelope for myself. Mine will be $40 for the month. Amanda works outside of home. I work at home, so I'm not out and about as much as she is, so therefore she gets the little bump in spending money. And then we have pet care. We will start budgeting for our pet food, pet supplies, cat litter, dog treats, that kind of thing. We're going to start budgeting for that instead of using money from our spending account. And for this, we're going to do 60 every 2 weeks, so 120 for the month. And then Giving for God is our fourth cash envelope. And this will be 30 for the month. So let's add all of these up. We have Amanda 60, myself 40, pet care 120, and 30 for Giving for God, which is for religious services, equals 250 for cash envelopes. Coming down here to sinking funds, we have pet health, which is just for vet visits and pet medicine, whereas pet care is for their normal weekly, daily things they need, like I mentioned, such as food. Pet health will get 20 for the month. Then we have wellness, which will be for prescriptions and doctor visit copays. We will do 20 a month into this. And then we have car maintenance. Car maintenance will get 20. Roth IRA, we will start putting money aside for this and then putting it into that account throughout the year. We're going to budget 40 this month for that. Mortgage, our goal this year is to make 2 additional payments to our mortgage principal. And so we're budgeting 130 for that, we're going to do, one way we plan on making an additional payment is by doing bi-weekly payments to our mortgage company. And then the second way we're going to do is by dividing our projected mortgage payment into two, or by 12 months. So we plan on our mortgage payment being about $2,000. It's going to be a pretty big payment. 130 times 12 months is about $1,560. This is what our mortgage payment will be around, like excluding taxes, insurance, and PMI that we'll have. And so this amount is what we're trying to get to this year. And so that divided by 12 months again is 130. All right, and then finally we have small emergency fund. And that will get 20 this month for that. All right, so coming down here, we plan to put some money toward our savings account as we strive to do each month. The goal for this for January will be, if I can find it on my sheet next to me that I'm looking at. Okay, so $50. We will be doing savings challenges as we have been doing this month. We'll be introducing some new ones though later in the week, so make sure you look out for that. We plan on putting $98 toward this. Don't ask me why that weird number and why it's not 100. I have no idea how that happened, but that's what we're going to stick with. We're also going to be doing a game day. I'll explain how that's going to work, and but you'll see that this month also. For game day, we're going to get $50. This is another way we're going to be able to save money. And remaining will go in, whatever is remaining on our budget will go into our spending account. So let's figure out what that amount is going to be. All right, so income, $4,364. Take away expenses of $3,332. Take away cash envelopes, $250. Take away sinking funds of $250. Take away $50 to go to savings account. Take away $98 to savings challenges. Take away $50 to game day. Equals $334. So this will be what's left over to hang out in our spending account. And this money will go toward eating out, really, and anything we might see on Amazon we want for the new house, since we're getting so close to that. So this month is kind of tight because we're still having a rent payment. We're still got storage units. And so this budget is not reflective of what our budget is going to look like really for the rest of the year. But again, we're sort of in limbo mode right now, not being exactly where we are going to be as far as housing goes. So that is it for our January 2023 budget. We're excited to start a new year and start new savings challenges and ultimately get ahead on our mortgage and try to pay that off quicker than 30 years. That's the term limit that we have selected for that. And so I'm really anxious to start putting money aside toward that. But I hope y'all enjoyed this video, guys. I hope all of you are doing great. I hope all of your families are as well, and that you enjoyed the holidays. And I will see y'all next time. Bye, guys.